So, as you saw, we did a road trip from Pune to Rajkot. The reason was this guy, Thor. He is my brother who is getting married, their dog. So, me and my other cousins came along in the car because we needed to travel with him all the way. It's almost like 1,000 kilometers, but it was a beautiful journey. After reaching, we got our mehendis done, and this was the inspo that I gave, and she exactly made it the same. I wanted something very minimalistic, and she literally copy pasted the design, and I absolutely loved it. Later, I met my sister Simran. She is like more than a sister to me, and we went out to have some yummy Rajkot street food, pani puri, some chaat, and gola. The next day we started off with the haldi ceremony, and it was super fun. Now I haven't vlogged everything in detail. I'm just starting to vlog and get a bit more comfortable in shooting all this. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy these glimpses. And yeah, he's my brother. He's the one who's getting married, and that's my sister who was putting the haldi. So it was super fun and we enjoyed a lot. Like after haldi we had sangeet and we all danced, and super fun. This is next day morning, and we all went outside the hotel to just get the Bharat thing done. I mean, of course, we all were in the hotel, and finally the wedding happened. This is the bride. She was looking so beautiful. Yep. So I clearly didn't vlog anything after that, because the next day after the wedding we had a flight back to Pune, and it was just a lot of chaos because we came back and work, etc., and I had a lot of pending work at home as well. So my parents were gonna stay back for a few more weeks, but me and my brother came back. So of course it was just us, and I had to take care of the house, cook meals, get Simba back as well from the hostel that he was staying in. So this is one of the day's clip, and I'm just making some idlis. I love cooking, guys. I just find time to cook. Most of the time, like during the weekdays, I'm busy with work, so I ended up ordering food. But whenever I could sneak in some time or I have work from home, I would like get into the kitchen and make something or the other. And I'm very particular when it comes to cooking. Like I like things to be in certain way, the way I chop vegetables, etc. You would have seen in my videos. So yeah, I made some idlis. They were delicious. To go along with the idlis, of course, I made sambar. So I'll be sharing with you all the sambar recipe as well. Like this is the most basic sambar, but I just love this kind of sambar. So you of course need to chop some onions. You need some curry leaves or curry patta, coriander, and a tomato as well. And you know, that time the tomato prices were going till 150 rupees a kg. I was like, oh my god. So a lot of hike there. So after chopping all this, what I do, and I had of course kept my dal for boiling as well. So for sambar, I added some oil, some mustard seeds, cumin seeds, curry leaves, red chili, dried red chili, and onions. And you just need to like saute it well so that the onions become translucent. And you know, at my place, none of us like lots of veggies in the sambar. We keep it very simple and basic. So yeah, I added some tomatoes. In this I'll add some salt, and then the only sambar masala that we use is the MTR sambar masala. So I added chili powder, turmeric powder, MTR sambar masala, and some coriander powder as well. And that's all. I just mash everything very well so it becomes a bit more thick, and the sambar texture is not really watery. So once the entire curry is cooked well, I'll add the dal for the sambar, and this is basically like your tur dal, if I'm not wrong. I don't recall. I mean, I'm bad with the names. I can identify if the dal is in front of me. So yeah, I added the dal. I'm gonna mash it, add some water, and cook it very well. Once it comes to 2-3 boils, I'll add coriander, and the sambar was super yummy. By that time, the idlis were also done, and of course, the batter is store bought, but the idlis turned out to be so nice and fluffy, as you can clearly see. So this is what I had. The idlis I had made for breakfast. Later on, I started with the lunch preps, which was going to be bhinda patetanu shak. I'm a Gujarati, so I made bhinda patetanu shak, where I added some cumin seeds and oil once it fluttered or scattered, whatever you want to call. Added some potatoes. These are like diced potatoes. By the way, this is like a very classic Gujarati sabji. I mean, I'm sure this is how every other person also makes. Once the potatoes were cooked well, I added the bhindis or okras or lady finger, whatever you want to call it, and added some salt and let it cook really well. I do not like these bhindis to be very sticky like it turns out to be, so I'm very particular whenever I cook bhinda patetanu shak. I added all the spices, your regular, turmeric, chili powder, cumin powder, coriander powder, and salt. So yeah, the sabji was really ready, like super classic. Never go wrong with this bhinda patetanu shak. And this is how simple we make, like this is our everyday sort of a recipe. And then the very tedious task is making chapatis. We all love rotli is what we call in Gujarati, and yes, our size is this much only. You can also call it fulka, but we call it rotli. And this is, I mean, even I'm making it a little bit bigger. If my mom makes it even smaller, and we just like it like that. It's very soft and good. So yeah, I was making chapatis over here. Hello guys, it's a work from home day. It's Thursday today, and मैं ना सुबह मतलब 8:30 को मॉर्निंग में I had a meeting, and then वो होने के बाद I was supposed to, like I woke up at 6:30 and then I saw it was pouring. It was like legit raining so bad. तो मैं वर्कआउट करने नहीं गई. मेरा आज कार्डियो था, and yesterday I did legs, so my bum is paining a lot. Anyway, so now I have been working on some stuff. I mean, I had been working on काम की चीज़ें, and I was doing a lot of research on some luxury brands and their affiliate programs, because one of my client needs this entire study. I was doing it for Prada, I did it for Target, Dior, Gucci, and then I'm going to get into like some quite luxury brands, which are like your Loewe, the Row, all of this. So it is for one of my luxury brand client.